Yo, it's T-Man TV. T-Man TV back with another episode. Y'all don't know how happy I am to drop another video. I'm just saying. So today we about to talk about NoFap and my experience with it, but also this gonna be a reaction video towards Joe Rogan talking about it on the JRE podcast. So I'm just gonna say my experience from a couple things: cold showers, no fat, really semen retention. I would say semen retention, but my experience with it and stuff like that, and how cold showers, my experience, and then well, first we're gonna hear from Joe Rogan, and do my little thing and give y'all little bits and pieces of my experience, and that's how we gonna go from there. So without further ado, give me 1 minute, and I will start this video for y'all.
Relationship that the worker has now with the corporation, and it's an unnatural relationship, and it's a relationship that seems to relationship that
hold on.
The worker has now with the corporation, and it's an unnatural relationship, and it's a relationship that seems to have like dehumanized people to the point of being automatons that don't have a sex drive, that don't deserve to be able to explore their consciousness. And this is a real problem. And
do you know what Ari told me?
What?
You know, Ari studied the Talmud and did it for like 12 hours a day when he was a young man.
Yeah.
He told me that there was one passage where in one of the ancient texts where it was talking about battling a dragon. And he said, it's like, this doesn't make sense because everything in here is supposed to be a story that actually happened.
Literally.
Like, what is this dragon? Oh, the dragon is a metaphor for masturbation, they tell him.
All right, I'm going to pause it right there. That was the slickest line. How to train your dragon. No. Bruh, no, that was slick right there. How to train your dragon. I mean, it's true though. It's like how to train yourself from, being giving into your stimulation, giving into the input of yourself and your your impulses that you have. Like, you know what I mean? It's the discipline, it's the mindset. Y'all want y'all to know that it's not even the action of doing. It's more of the mindset, disciplining your mind on how to stop, choking your chicken, or how to, train your dragon. All right, we're gonna get back to the video.
So the dragon that takes away young boys. It is a metaphor for masturbation. Did you talk about this on the podcast? Yes. Dude, it's Ari knows about as much as anyone you're ever going to meet about Orthodox Jewish traditions and the religion and the text. He really did study that shit every day, 12 hours a day for years.
I know, in Israel, right?
Yeah, yeah. So when he tells you about it, and he got the actual translation of the metaphor from a guy who's a scholar.
Yeah, like, dude. Yeah. That's a bad metaphor. That's like, I think like if I wanted for whatever reason to dissuade people from jerking off, I could come up with a way better like thing than a dragon to represent it. There'd be some other thing like I don't know, man, like what's like what would be like the creature version of a rolled up ball of dried cum that you've thrown next?
This man said, what would be that? This nigga said, what would be another animal for dried up cum? Like, you just thinking about fucking coming. Like, you just thinking about what animal would be used for nutty. Like, simple, dude. Alright, but like, bruh, it's not necessarily, I think the guy's missing the point. It's not necessarily about, the metaphor is just saying, like, what can you put your mind through mentally to get you to discipline yourself? And this is just basically what can you push yourself to and then break through the next limit. That's really what it's about. Like what does that discipline look like? What does the long nights, the tears, and the drive of making yourself a better person and a better human? Like when you've been through them steps, when you've been through it and going over it. It's not even just about fapping off. It's not just about going to Pornhub every day, trying to find some soap or whatever you got, and feeding into those desires. It's 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 about not feeding into those desires and pushing yourself. Knowing what mentally you can take and then breaking that and going to the next level. It's really about discipline. We're gonna get back to the video.
To your bed and someone walks into your bedroom and sees the rolled up ball of dried cum Kleenex and it's just kind of like, that's gross. You didn't clean up your cum Kleenex.
It would be like one of them Ghostbuster villains.
Right.
Like some sort of plasma thing that just jizzes all over you.
Yeah.
You know they'd get Ghostbustered.
What do you think about the anti-fap movement?
Anti-fat movement?
FAP, F-A-P.
Oh, no jerking off?
Yeah. No FAP, not anti-FAP. Anti-FAP's a different movement.
Well, there's good and bad. The good thing is sex will be way more pleasurable. The bad is it'll be way more desirable.
Let me stop it right there. Rogan got a point. When you are dealing with semen retention, you have all this built up testosterone that you have. Like you got so much, you have more energy to do things. But the thing is that you like, for instance, if you're getting like, you can have any woman in the world. No, you don't gotta go out and go to the bar. You don't gotta go on Hinge. All you gotta do is go to Pornhub search bar. But where is the stimulation in there after you're done? Where is the challenge? You're not getting any real human interaction. You can go up and imagine yourself with Beyonce, dude. But is that really you actually being with a woman? No. You're not getting nothing out of that. So now, when you aren't, when I'm talking just specifically about semen retention because I've done semen retention for 20 days straight. 20 days straight. This felt like the hardest 20 days of my life, to be honest. And I've noticed that it's ups and downs. But when I say Rogan has a point, is that it will make sex more pleasurable and then it'll make your sexual thirst more desirable. So you might see some chick, you're not even looking at a relationship or any type of intimacy with this chick. You're clearly looking to just beat the doonies down. And then you might be, like he's going to speak about later in the video, you might just go out and bang these chicks and be in a relationship you don't want to be in because of this pent up sexual desire. It's like a spring. It's just, and you just ready to just hop out like a bull. But when you aren't, uh, when you are, fapping, as they say, that desire is put down. Your libido is put down. You have a way higher libido when you have all this testosterone, especially if you're going to the gym, stuff like that. Also, I'm going to talk about is cold showers. I did cold showers for around about the same time I did semen retention, which was approximately about 20 days. The greatest benefit I will say about cold showers is that it alleviates stress for the rest of the day. I remember I would wake up, hop in the shower. Well, first I'll put it cool. Some people warm it up. I jump in that bitch cool. I'll put it jump in it right cool and get started on my day. And that coldness and that struggle in the morning of going through it, going through the pain of what you don't want to do. You know you don't want to fucking go in a cold shower, but you're putting yourself through that. And the reason you're putting yourself through that is to build that endurance, that strength, that mentality, mentally of getting yourself up. It shocks you up. It literally shocks your body to wake up. It's the best thing. It's better than coffee, better than energy drink. Cold showers shock your body to wake up. So, and then I noticed it would be so cold in the shower, I'd be freezing. All of a sudden, my body would get warmer and warmer and warmer and warmer to where the cool shower would feel almost like a hot shower. It sounds crazy, but it's true. That's basically the benefits of cold showers. I mean, basically, it is the benefits of cold showers. Now, let's go back and see what Dora was talking about.
Well, like I think that you know what something I always think back on is when you were sponsored by Fleshlight.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And this is when we were doing the podcast from your house, and you'd come to do your podcast, and you'd walk away with a fleshlight. So I ended up with like, I don't know, 3 or 4 fleshlights. And like at first I just wanted, like you had different types. And at first I just went for like, oh, the one that looks like a pussy. Right? But then like, you know, it's like, oh, I got that one. But then you had like one that was like, I don't know, man, like some kind of like gargoyle alien thing. It was really
blue or something.
It was really fucking weird, man. But anyway, you know, I fucked those things. And I when I think back to it, it's like the first time I did it, it tricked my brain.
Yeah.
The second time or the third.
From orgasming together.
Yeah.
That bonds people.
So I've always thought, generally, like if I'm in a period in my life where I'm jerking off a lot, it's like usually like there's something imbalanced in there. Like I don't mean to apply like a sin to it at all. I'm just saying like personally, it feels a little dissipative when you're doing it a lot. I don't know.
No, I completely agree. But that's the balance. But the balance is also like you don't want to just be horny all the time.
No.
Because when you're horny, you make shitty decisions. So you'll date someone just for sex.
Yeah, well, you need to, like, I mean, I think that there is something to be said for figuring out how to deal with, like, that kind of energy.
Absolutely.
Like, that's an energetic state. Like, if suddenly you get, being horny is an energetic state.
Yeah.
It's energy. Like, if you're really horny and you sit and, like, watch the feeling itself, it's electrical. Like, you can feel it moving around in your body.
When you have all that pent up energy, you gonna use it for different things. You might use that to go work out, to go do this or that. This is the meaning of semen retention. It's like the build up testosterone to where you have to use it. It's like a soda. You fizz it up, you shake it up. It has to go somewhere. It has to go somewhere. So I think there's benefits. There's cons. There's pros and cons to everything. The cons of doing that is being, very, very thirsty, or not even thirsty, just being very, horny all the time and stuff like that. But there's also, I think, to be honest, there's a lot of pros and cons, but I think the pros outweigh the cons with limiting masturbation or no fab, semen retention. All these things help them out a lot. So I'm gonna say, from my experience, from me doing the no fat for 20 days and stuff like that, it really helped a lot. And that time, during that time period, it really My time went to other things, more productive things and stuff like that. Keeping yourself busy is another thing. Give yourself a routine. Have a routine planned out. Try to stay consistent as possible with your routine. Get your mind off of these things so you won't have to do it. Or when you do it, hey, it happens, but you're not focused as much on it. Those are the main things that I would get from this conversation, my reaction video. But I mean, it's funny, but it's true though. Like, I'm just looking at this video. It's just it's funny that joke earlier where I had to change dragon. It's hilarious, but like, I've noticed though, just in life, it's like when you push yourself and have that discipline, I hope it goes a lot weird. I was watching another YouTube video and the guy broke it down on masturbating. It's like, imagine if you just go in the like you just go in a room and it's like two people having sex and you just like, just stay there, just do what you're doing, just stay right, y'all good, y'all good. I'm just ah. Hey, y'all fine. Oh, oh, yeah. Don't mind me. Oh, my fault. Oh, that's just an example, but it's like going in a room and masturbating and watching two people have sex. That's watching pornography. Hey, we've all done it. I do it, but limiting that is a benefit to it, and I've seen from my experience. Hey, cold showers, really good. All these things help a lot. Alright, I'm going to go back to the video.
It can almost make you twitchy a little bit. Like it's like a very potent, energetic state. So theoretically, instead of trying to the question would be rather, is there a way to release that energy that isn't through the tip of my dick in the form of DNA? Is there a way for me to release that energy in other ways, or is the only way, the only valve on that to come? That's a question. What do you think?
I think there's when this natural buildup happens, it makes people more easily aroused. It makes people more concentrating on sex, and I think that that can put you out of balance too. You can be put out of balance both by too much masturbation. You could definitely be put out of balance by too much desire for sex.
Yeah,
because you're just horny.
Sure.
And you could just take care of it yourself, and you'd be relieved, and then you could think clear. I think the body needs a balance, right? That's why I'm a big proponent of exercise.
So that's the end of the video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That's my take on it, my experience from y'all. And also, I want to go on one thing. When you go on semen retention, no fat, you will have moods where sometimes some days you might not feel energized. You will have up and downs from your testosterone levels. I mean, from my experience, don't take me on it. I'm not a doctor, but from my experience, I have had ups and downs, even going through even mood changes from no fat. But I would say go try it. Semen retention, it can benefit you. It's definitely something of the discipline, putting yourself mentally disciplining yourself to be able to do that and overcome. That's really important. So that's my take on it. As always, I love you guys. And let's see. Peace out, family. Thanks again for tuning into my episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and please, please, please tell me your experience. Nothing graphic. I don't want to hear what you be doing. No such stuff. Hello, I love you guys though. But It's keep it real though. Tell me, have you experienced? Have you changed? Like, have you mentally? Have you changed? Have you became better? What? Like, how long have you went? You know, on diet, exercise, working out, semen retention, yoga, riding fucking horses. It could be whatever. If you a fucking astronaut, tell me, have these things motivated you? Whatever. I don't care. All right, you guys. Peace out. I love you. Till next time.